Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jubilee. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, I am a first-time mom of a beautiful baby girl. At this time of making this video, she is 3 months. By the time this video will be up, she will be 4 or 5 months. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm also a working mom. Luckily my grandmother is retired, so she can watch my baby for free, and I can be able to trust her and not have to worry about a daycare or anything like that. But I have 15 must-haves for working moms / parents. So let's get started. All right. Number 1 is a humidifier, because babies will get sick, and the only thing to help them from coughing or sneezing or any of that is a humidifier. You can't really give them any medicine or anything like that. So just having that on all night or whatever, it works very well. Number 2 is bottle warmer, because even if you're going to breastfeed, you know, if you're sending your baby off to a daycare or having somebody else watch them, a babysitter or something like that, they don't have the breast milk to give them the way you do, obviously. So you're gonna have a bottle at some point, and they are going to need to be able to warm that up a lot quicker with a bottle warmer, or you can use hot water, but I think a bottle warmer works out so well because babies are not patient and they want their milk now, not later, not in a minute. But yeah, so I think a bottle warmer is definitely a must-have, especially for working parents. Number 3 is a traveling changing pad. Now, people might not know this. I got mine at Walmart though, so you guys can get it anywhere, but they look like this. They clamp up to each other. You can undo it. Put wipes in there, and then in this pocket right here, I put diapers. I also put some inside the diaper bag, so I have more than what that holds. But it folds out like this, so it's very handy. So you can use it for putting the traveling changing pad on top of a changing table at like a restaurant or a store or something like that. So in case they don't have one of those little paper thinner wrappers, which most of the time where I go somewhere, they're always out of those. So I don't want to put my baby on some nasty thing that I don't know who was on there last or what, or when it was cleaned or any of that. So putting this on there that I know where that has been and that it's clean. And also I realized some places don't have a changing table, which I think is very annoying, and especially if you are a first-time dad or a dad that has no wife, or, you know, single dad is what I'm trying to say. If you are a single dad, in the men's bathroom, they never have changing tables, so, which is a problem, definitely. But having one of those is definitely something nice to have, because then you don't have to lay your baby directly on the floor, because there's really no other place to change them if there is no changing table. So I always lay that down and then put them on that instead of putting them directly on the floor, because me not wanting to put my baby on a changing table, I would definitely not want to put my baby on the nasty floor that people walk all over. So having that is definitely a must, like, serious. Number 4 is a bottle sterilizer, because if you've got a bottle, you got to sterilize it sometime. Otherwise, you know, bacteria will get in there. I don't know. It's just nasty. And babies don't have a very good immune system. They can get sick real quick. So having stuff like this sounds tedious, but it's really necessary. Number 5 is having lots of pacifiers, or binkies, as I say. because for one, you lose them a lot, and for two, they're really handy. Like if your baby doesn't like to be in the car seat, like mine doesn't, giving them a binky makes them feel more, I don't know, secure or whatever. She calms down when she has a binky. That's technically what a pacifier is for. But yeah, you're gonna lose them a lot though, so you need a lot of them. And then number 6 is dimming lights. So nowadays, in the time of technology and all that, people have made smart bulbs, which you can connect with an app on your phone, and then you can change the brightness and stuff like that. And I think that dimming lights is a must-have, because if your baby wakes up in the night, you know, needs to be changed, and then, you know, you can't see anything, so you turn the light on, and all of a sudden your baby closes their eyes real quick and goes, and, you know, it's blinding. So having a light that's not quite as dark, you can still see what you're doing, and the baby doesn't get completely blinded out of nowhere, because obviously the baby doesn't understand what a light is. They don't know what's happening. It makes them cry more, and it also wakes them up more, you know. You ever have that when you wake up, you have to go to the bathroom, you turn the light on, and then all of a sudden you're more awake than you were before and you can't go back to sleep? Babies have exactly that same thing. So they're very handy. Number 7 is lots of bibs, because babies will start drooling. My baby, like I said, is 3 months old. She drools a lot. Babies start drooling a lot when they're starting to teeth, which they usually don't start to teeth until 5-6 months, but sometimes they are earlier. And my grandma told me that babies start drooling a lot longer than when they start teething, because their mouth and body is getting ready for that teething phase. So lots of bibs, otherwise you're gonna have to change their clothes way more often, do a lot more laundry. Number 8 is lots of socks, because their feet are so cold and they can't, you know, regulate their own temperature and stuff like that. So you need to have socks, because for one, they're gonna kick their socks off, lose a lot of socks. You gotta have a lot of socks so that you can keep their feet warm and not lose them as much. Number 9 is lots of mittens, because same with the feet, the hands are really cold, but also mittens will keep them from scratching themselves if you haven't had the time to cut their nails, or it also helps them not to grab things as much, so like your hair, for instance, and it will stop them from pinching if your baby has got that grip where they just pinch you like I did when I was a baby. But mittens are just really nice to have. 10 is long nightgowns, which I will show you what those look like. And they are for girls and boys. They're very handy. They look like this, super long sleeves. They have this little thing on them, or you can flip it over so it's like a mitten in the whole shebang, so they don't scratch themselves at night. And on the bottom, it just opens up, so you can just change it real fast and then back down and not have to worry about buttons or any of that. They're very handy for at night. I love them. Number 11 is sleeping bags, and it's not like the sleeping bag that you take camping. So I have a couple of them. One of them is like this. Has no sleeves. You put this on over the nightgown or the pajamas that they're wearing, and then it zips from the bottom part actually up, so that you can just unzip it and then change them real quickly and put it back down, so you don't have to worry about taking the entire thing off. And it has no opening in the bottom and all that. It's like a blanket almost, because at the point where you get to the point where the baby tries to kick off their blanket and then they're cold at night, so having one of these sleeping bags makes it a lot easier, so you don't have to worry about putting the blanket on them over and over again, because then they have pretty much a built-in blanket that they technically can't kick off because it's literally zipped up on them. And then this other one I have here is like pajama sleeping bag, kind of like. It's a different fabric, it's more warmer, it's got long long sleeves. It doesn't have the cool flap for the hands like the other nightgown I had. But you know, it's just like the other one where it has the bottom. It's like a bag, technically. But this one zips from the top. So you'd have to unzip the entire thing to change them and all that jazz. But this one works very well for babies that are born in the wintertime or that will grow up probably more in the wintertime. Like if they're an August baby or a July baby or whatever. So when they're littler. Oh, there's my baby. I gotta go get her from her nap. Be right back. We are back. Me and her. Changed her diaper and fed her. So I'm not neglecting her. She's perfectly fine. She's super chill. Content at the moment. But I just wanted to show you that she is wearing the nightgown and the sleeping bag that I was just previously talking about. Let's show them, babes. Woo! Now on to my next thing. Number 12 is a floor mat, or a blanket would work as well. But what I mean by floor mat is something that you can put on the floor so that they can lay on the floor without directly being on the floor. What I have is this elephant kind of thing. It's kind of fluffy. She absolutely loves it. She's always loved it from the day she was born, where we would lay her down. I use it in case she doesn't want to be held, so we lay her down. She can kick around for a while, or if we get tired of holding her and put her down, she can just kick around for a bit, chill. She's pretty good at entertaining herself, or you can entertain her while she's on the floor mat thing or whatever. But a blanket works just as well. Currently, since she's getting a little bit big for her elephant, then I have the elephant laying on a blanket. So if she scoots off, then she can still be on a blanket and not directly on the floor. But she absolutely loves it, so I put it down as a must-have. I will show you right now.
Stay too long, kid.
Briar, speak to me. Number 13 is what I call a sea pillow. It technically has a actual name, but I don't actually remember what it's called. My grandma would know. I call it a sea pillow. It makes perfect sense. You use this. Okay, this thing can be used for various different things. This can be used for tummy time. So you lay them on you lay a pillow down, and you lay them on the pillow, and then you lay you lay the pillow on a blanket on the floor or on a mat on the floor, like I do with her, or even on the bed, and then you put them on the pillow for tummy time, or you can put the pillow around you and lay them on the pillow to help support breastfeeding easier. That's what I used to do sometimes, but it looks like this, so you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you've seen it before at Walmart or whatever, but yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I call a sea pillow, and I will show you a little clip right now of her doing some tummy time on that. Hi, Briar, sweetheart. And number 14 is lots and lots of swaddle blankets. And swaddle blankets aren't any blanket. They're a specific blanket. Some blankets just they don't work very well to swaddle, but I will show you. Swaddle blankets are more for when they're younger though, so you can swaddle them up and they don't like kick around and all that jazz as much. But a swaddle blanket is like this, where it's like huge, big, like it goes on forever type of blanket. Because when you swaddle, then you have to fold it in half. So if it's like really big, then you fold it in half, and then it's more like an actual blanket, and then you put them at the top and wrap it around them. And having bigger blankets like that just work out a lot better than any Joe Smo blanket. Also, the shape of the blanket works out way better. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. And my final thing, number 15, is nail clippers, because their nails will grow really long, and to me it seems really fast. Yeah. So you're gonna want to get baby nail clippers. They have specific nail clippers for babies. You can find them in the baby aisle at Walmart. Grow real fast, real long, and they're really sharp. At least my babies are. So you really need them to clip their nails, otherwise they will scratch themselves and all that, and it's just not good. So that is my 15 must-haves for working moms or dads, working parents, and all that. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far into the video, please leave a like. It really helps the channel. And subscribe and hit that bell so you won't miss any of my updates. I do videos of anything pretty much I do it with my life. My VP is in them a lot. And if you have any other must-haves that you think is an essential thing people need, please comment that down below. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.